Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Pink Property Podcast. Today we are in Bishop Stortford in F Cooke, the pie and mash shop, where we get to introduce you to Fred, himself operating in the business day to day, and we're also going to push him on a few trade secrets. Come on inside and have a little look. You're listening to the Pink Property Podcast, where each week we'll be showcasing one of the unique local businesses in our area, finding out about what they offer and the journey they took to get to where they are today. So we're here today in F Cooke Pie and Mash Shop in Bishop Stortford with Fred Cooke himself. Thank you very much for joining us today and allowing us to come and see the shop so early. Surprised to see you're so busy with actually preparations for today. What time do you guys start in here in the mornings?
I'm here about 7:30. The guys come in at just after 8 o'clock and we start prepping then, ready for 10:30 opening.
Brilliant stuff. And people are in at sort of the early doors as well?
Yes, unbelievably, people are hungry for pie mash at 10:30 in the morning.
Good. Brilliant. We wanted to find out a bit today about the sort of story of the business. So could you just take us back to the beginning and talk us through the history of F Cooke as a pie and mash shop?
Yeah, sure. So I'm fifth generation, Fred Cooke. And the person who started it, Robert Cooke, opened up a shop in Sclatter Street off of Brick Lane, and he was selling eel pies and then beef pies. Eel pie first, it was an eel pie house, but eels became expensive. He was pulling them out of the Thames, became expensive, so he substituted it with beef. Yeah. And that's where the sort of pie came from. It was made as a healthy meal. So it's got a combination of protein and carbohydrate and vegetables, and he cleverly put that all together and sold it at a very cheap price, and attracted all the EastEnders in.
And was it considered a cheap meal at the time as well, even then?
Yes, it was. It was one of the first fast foods, as they now like to refer to it as.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Very interesting. So what made you move to Bishop Stortford with a shop, and why open here in the town?
Well, I moved here, the area, just about 20 years ago. My kids go to a local school. I love the area. I've been looking for an opportunity or a premises, a prime premises to open. Footfall in Bishop Stortford is high. Basically, all the people who lived in the East End, including me, have moved out this way. They either seem to move to this area or to Brentwood. And as I lived here, I've been looking for a place to open, and eventually one came along, and I took a chance, and I opened up, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah, we certainly see that from a housing point of view. Lots of people move out from East London, up the M11,
exactly,
and they get to here. So yeah, a lot of people from the East End.
And with the travel connections into Liverpool Street, on the Stansted Express, 40 minutes into Liverpool Street, the city guys, they all can live around it.
Seems a natural next step.
Exactly.
And this is
progression.
A bit of a taste of home.
Exactly.
A taste of what they used to back in the East End. But obviously this isn't the only F Cooke. The business still has continued and has got sort of multiple premises, is it?
Yeah, we had premises. The family had premises in Hackney, Broadway Market, in Dalston, and still in Oxton Market. Yeah. And generations that have moved out have opened shops in Romford, most recently in Chelmsford. He's been there. My cousin Robert's been there about 18 months, and I've been here since December.
Brilliant stuff. Excellent. And being well received as you'd expect in terms of what you were hoping?
Yes, exactly. Christmas time was extremely busy. Yeah. January, I think everyone tends to sort of go on a diet, and by about January the 5th, they forget that. It's been good. Very well received. Some great feedback. The people are very nice around here, and there's a lot of old EastEnders and new young guys, girls who are trying pie mash for the first time.
Yeah.
And have been very well received. Yes.
Brilliant stuff.
Very
Brilliant.
nice. What's on offer? Obviously, pie and mash. Do you have to eat in? Is it takeaway, delivery? What's your services?
Absolutely not. We eat in, obviously.
Yeah.
Take away, and we deliver.
Cool.
We use 2 locally based firms.
Yeah.
Associated Gets.
Yes.
And I've just signed up to Go Getters.
Yeah. Brilliant.
So we use those for delivery, and we've just extended our delivery hours to 8 p.m. Tuesday to Saturday.
Lovely.
So yeah, you can eat in, take away, or get it delivered.
Lovely stuff.
What's the most popular? 2 pie, 2 mash, 2 pie,
What's
1
the
mash.
perfect combination?
What's the perfect combo? Yeah.
Double pie, double mash and liquor.
Lovely.
Wonderful.
Super.
Liquor. Let's have a look at that as the myth we wanted to debunk. Is there eels in liquor?
There are no eels in liquor.
Why do people think that there is eels in liquor? What's the story?
It's understandable. Liquor used to be made, prepared with the water that eels were cooked in
Okay.
to give it flavour and taste, almost like a stock.
Yeah.
If you're cooking a casserole.
Yeah.
But obviously, most recently, the last 20 or 30 years, people, if they've got allergies and things that they react to, fish allergies, obviously, we've stopped using the eel water because of the fish allergies.
Yeah, of course.
So I've replaced that with something else that's not non-allergic to anybody.
Excellent.
Which is what I see as another progression.
Great.
So there is no eel fish water in the liquor.
Good. There's still a secret added recipe that you put,
Well, yes, there is.
which you've got to come to try. And we're not going to get it out of you today, so you've got to come and try it for yourself. But that's good. It's good.
How have you adapted? What's changed? Is there anything additional to the menu now because of allergies and?
Yeah, I mean the menu is still pretty traditional.
Yeah.
The only change I would say, and it's another progression,
Yeah.
is we now offer a soya mince pie, and also a vegetable pie.
Right.
There are a lot of vegetarians
Yeah, of
and
course.
vegans,
Yeah.
and both our soya mince and our vegetarian pie are vegan.
Excellent.
We use vegetarian suet,
Yeah.
so that we offer a vegan alternative.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So that's how it's changed.
Yeah, of
over the
course.
years.
Yeah,
But
brilliant.
very much traditional as it was.
Yeah, of course. And it's still made the same way.
Still made absolutely the same way.
Yeah, fantastic.
And you still do the eels? What are the versions of the eels that people can get?
Yeah, you stewed eels
Yeah.
or jellied eels. Jellied eels are served cold. I know that might sound obvious, but
Okay.
it's cold. Some
Yeah.
people ask. And stewed eels are eels that are stewed in water, and jellied eels are served on their own with salt and pepper, and the stewed eels are served with liquor and mash.
What's your favourite?
Double pie, double mash, and eels.
And eels as well.
Then
Which
I might
version
have
of
to lay
eels?
down after.
Stewed eels.
Stewed eels.
Stewed eels. Excellent. You told us a fascinating story, which I'd love you to share with us about the eel process of how these eels are farmed effectively and caught. What's the uniqueness about eels and how they're sourced?
Eels are a very strange creature. They live in the muds of rivers, and they only really can be caught around about October time. And a full moon comes out in October, and all the eels come out of the mud, and they make their way across to the Sargasso Sea, which is somewhere near Bermuda, and they all breed there.
Right.
And once they've finished breeding, they'll make their way back to where they came from. So you only really catch eels really once a year.
When they're on
You
the
can
move.
catch them on a line
Yeah.
in the rivers, as
yeah.
most fishermen do. But if you wanted to catch, we don't catch them personally, but eel fishermen catch them en masse once a year.
Yeah.
And then they are stored and processed, mainly sold now through Billingsgate Market.
Okay.
And that's where we source our eels.
Yeah. And where do you source your meat from?
That's something we like to keep
Oh, I know.
to ourselves. We try to keep it as local as possible.
Yes.
But obviously with the restraints in the last year or so.
Yeah.
Everything's been squeezed a little bit. So, but we do try to source locally.
Brilliant. That's good. That's really good. Well, look, thank you so much for joining us today. I know you've got stuff to get back to get prepared for opening the doors on this place. It looks fantastic. I know you've really taken sort of inspiration from previous shops that have gone before, and I think you really got it right here. So thank you so much for joining us, and wish you all the luck with the shop.
No problem. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So we've got time for this week. Thanks for joining us. If you and your business would like to feature in an upcoming episode on our Meet the High Street season, we'd love to hear from you. Please get in contact.